What's up, Sean Paul? What's happening? Hey, now, ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time. Turn this thing on out. Now, let me see everybody do this. You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap it.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready? Crack all 80.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. You look at this Eagle defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here we go. Panther 60.
Ward. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. The Cowboys at 2-3 here to begin the new season. They've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Again, it's Ward. They'll swing this out to Blue. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ready? Cougar 19. Ready?
They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard. He hit the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70, Bronco 80. No, no. 70 Timberwolf. Let's go.
They go again with Blue. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jaden Blue, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And a good push up front. He's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Hurts sets up to throw it. It is caught. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense. Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Throwing his Hurts. And it's caught. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Here's Hurts to throw. And it's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Elliott good on the extra point. And we are tied at 7.
Yeah. Really, I should probably start a head, boy, because I got all the heads, boy. All that drink you got to chill. I mean, on my little nice drip.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week they're coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
2nd and 10.
Ready.
They fake the handoff. Now Ward. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for this secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
To throw, here's Ward. Oh, a poor throw there, and it's intercepted. Inside the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Cowboys 7.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And will wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 35. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready, set. Ready. Cougar 19, 70 Timberwolf.
Here's Ward. Over the middle, complete. That's Thompson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
18, Ready.
On the ground with a tight end. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
It's third down and 4.
On the set.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Let's go. Bronco 80.
To throw is Ward. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this group, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw here. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Again, 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. And will find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 20.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now Ward. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, Ward. Hard throw, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
This is taken at the 23. 51 yards on the punt there. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Great, set. 180, 180. Don't touch.
He'll look to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. So nothing doing there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Don't touch it. 180, 180.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. And the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a
touchdown, Cowboys! Jaden Blue with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And an Eagles first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
46-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw. His throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he's taken down inside the 30.
17 more yards. That's another Eagles first down.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Throwing on second down. Hurts. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to kick points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. Throwing is Ward. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Come on, come on. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
Toss play to the right to Blue. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Trap 50, trap Cougar 19. Hawk 70.
A final shot before break. Moore. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 66 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
Back to throw now on first down. Complete to Likely. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Up the middle with Barkley. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw on that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
This now a 3rd and 4. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Quick throw there is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll try to set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Comeback route here, and he's got Smith complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Hurts sets up to throw it. Touchdown, Eagles! Devontae Smith, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Eagles take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Sheds off the tackle. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you'll get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there. And he did a lot of that on that play.
Here we go. Set.
Hits him in stride. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Down. Cowboy 80. Ready, ready.
On play action, Ward. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jahad Campbell. And the Eagles are going to take over here up near the 40.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 3. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Hurts. A short one there, caught by Likely. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They go play action with Hurts. And his throw here is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing is Hurts. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no. Yeah,
we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 101 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll run it again with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
73. No touch that.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Barkley will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all. way up to the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Here we go, here we go.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
40, ready?
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. The kick by Elliott is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, they're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Barkley, inside handoff. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Great, set. What?
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
At their own 33-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Two yards to go, second down.
Steady! Steady!
They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
3rd and 3.
Here we go, here we go. Go!
Ward. That is caught. Escapes the defender. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
17 yards.
Hey, check that. Ready?
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Come on. 6. Ready,
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. The 20. 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
The Cowboys offense, it'll stay out there as they'll go for 2.
Let's go now.
Will line up for
Back
the
row 80.
conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get them. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Philadelphia, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.